Hello and welcome to what should be a fantastic finish to the Sun Belt football season as we battle for the trophy and crown a champion of the Sun Belt Conference right here today. We've got a collision here between two rivals from the Sun Belt Conference. As we'll see, the Florida International Panthers taking on the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it to the right side. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And the running back takes the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. After second effort, he's brought down, but it's past the marker.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he dumps it off to the tight end and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
So we got the opening drive. We got a big third down. Why not go with that quick slant? It works. It typically does work, and it's a first down.
The Chanticleers will line up on 1st and 10. And there's the handoff. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Vasco. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage here.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's across the 25. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Tackle made after just a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they're spotted inches short of a first down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing pressure. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
See if they can punch it in. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Break the huddle for third down and goal, and they punch it in from the 1. Linebacker shifting around now. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff again. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big game that time. That's great execution. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, Accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Coastal Carolina 10, Florida International.
Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab made by the tight end. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down. First down and 10. And here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Jones. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34.
And that's another shot to clear.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And on the carry, he's heading left. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. They're finally able to catch him, but a huge chunk play with their running game here.
Boy, this guy is a complete package. All he needs is a crease, and once he sees it, boy, he is gone. They're very lucky they were able to bring him down on that carry. Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Got him. He's sacked.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him, getting to the quarterback.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Coastal. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Bringing it out, it's Law. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Florida International offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out
out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back, it's Jones. It's an out route, the catch made. Powering through the defender. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
On the run, it's Owens. Some hard running there through a tackle. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Grab down the middle. It's Lewis. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. And completion makes it second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Joseph. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
It's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking to pass, it's Jones. Launching one to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. We'll talk strategy here. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Catch made way down to the 25. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. fielded in the end zone. It's Law. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Chanticleers will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Once you can establish the run game, the play action is so effective. Those linebackers' eyes get caught up on the run, and you pull the ball, and you've got open targets behind him. It's a great example of using the run game to set up your play action.
That gain makes it second and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He hands it off from the gun. And the defense able to stop him at the 2.
I love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
On the ground, it's Bennett. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Keeping it on the ground here. That one moves the ball across the 40.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 35 now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chanticleers. Still no answer for this offense. conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage here, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. 2nd down play coming up. To the air, it's Jones. Caught quickly. They bring him down after a short gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
So the special teams penalty improves field position by 15 yards to start the drive. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And we're able to get him down.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Coastal Carolina 27, Florida International 10.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Looking for some space. It's Bennett. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff running right. Great cut. They whiff on him. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
There he is. Finally, he's able to get on track and pick up some big yards here in the 4th quarter. It has been a relatively quiet game for him. The defense has done a nice job of bottling him up, but not there. He finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show you that speed.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Back to pass. It's Vasco. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. Kick is up and no good. After the miss, it remains a 17-point lead.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
That's caught. It's Joseph.
The first down. Pass complete to the back. Tackle on the play at the 31-yard line. Second down.
Completion makes it 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That's reeled in. It's Lewis. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us arm strength.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
2nd down after that completion. It's a shotgun run call. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. And that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Receiver makes the grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple of scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a 4th down play coming up.
And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds itself backed up inside their own 10. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside.
And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. 2nd down after that previous play. They're going to run it. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Chanticleers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where is that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, and that should do it for the ball game. Special seasons have a way of leading to games like this, and we can now say that the